Welcome back to the channel and happy belated Tour Truck Tuesday. Apologies, we're going a day late this week, but if you've hit notify, you will not be concerned. While you're there, you might as well bang the subscribe button. This one is all about a continuation of off-season training. And there's a good reason we've gone a day late, because the product I'm going to talk about, it literally releases today. PuttOUT Golf, thank you very much for what you've sent me. You've been a big supporter through COVID. I've got this mat, I've got this setup going on in my garage. Don't lie to me, fellas. You're all in the same situation. Your missus doesn't let you put this stuff in the house. So like me, you come out to the garage, you pull out your putters, your Spider GT that I'm working with here, or I can confirm my Del Monte ArmLock is still in the bag, and you go through this stuff, don't you? You rock them down to your putt trainer or whatever hole you've got on whatever mat you've got, and you work on those short ones. You work on that face being square at impact. But like all these off-season videos I'm bringing you, you need feedback and you need to know, is it working for me? You need to make this time perfect. Not just that you missed a Netflix film and you can't go inside and watch it with your missus. Make this time valuable. Give yourself some feedback so you're not in here until 1 in the morning, which, trust me, I've been there, I've done it, just trying to find that improvement. We've all been there. So the Del Monte ArmLock, it's still in the bag. Look, I've changed the head cover. There is my Almigos head cover. Toss that aside. We didn't win that day, and the Almigos and mates don't necessarily need that one, but it's a cool head cover for now. I digress. When you get in here, what are you looking at? What are you trying to do? Well, you're trying to, obviously, for this particular training aid, stop the putt in the putt trainer, or at least get it returning back to you. There's your line. Why do I like controlled practice like this? One, it's a bad day's weather in California. Rare, I know, but maybe it was prearranged just to shoot this video. So I'm undercover for one. But also, I can control it, can't I? I know the surface is flat. I know I've got these lines on this particular mat that get me set up perpendicular. But in addition, I can also run this Tour Stripe Tour Response golf ball. Now, that stripe on there, it's the same as the True Path on the Spider X, so that putter that Rory uses. So it's going to connect width-wise perfectly with the golf ball. Now, this is a golf ball I dismissed. I play TP5X because I return quite a bit of speed. It gives me the spin rates I need. This ball doesn't spin right for where I want. But the guys in the putter lab said to me, have you tried it? Have you worked on it? Just hit putts with the putter. Hit putts with the ball and just see the stripe going end over end, because the feedback, even before you get into any gates or anything like that, the feedback when it comes to just rolling those putts down there and seeing how efficient you're rolling it is mint. And I've hit a few and I actually agree with them, hence why I drive around with 3 of these, either in the car, in the garage. If I go on the putting green and I want to just see how I'm rolling it, see how I'm returning that face, this is a route that I go down. I'll hit a few like that, and then I'll bring in a gate that I'll bang probably 2 feet out in front. Again, using the mirror, using this mat. If I've got a mirror, like I slipped in there, yeah, I can check my eye line if I want to do that. But also, having the dot and line and then the gate gives me something that I can really focus on, get set up into it, try and forget about technique. Forget about the mechanics. Straight through, pretty good. Bit more pace on it, but good putt, right? I was obviously in the moment of trying to hit a decent putt through my alignment thing. Okay, perfect. We'll work on that. Make that as part of your training. This little sunglasses, what is it? What is this thing? No, it's not sunglasses. This is the Devil Ball. I said to PuttOUT when they sent this to me, I like it for this type of thing. You can use it outside. You can use it on the putting green, but I like it for a controlled environment like this. Remove the gate. Let's start making it easy. Ball goes down. You'll notice there's a line. Yeah, it comes with a marker. Mark up how you want it to be. It's really needed on the golf course, that marker on the putting green. But for this purpose, just for here, you can get away with not using the marker if you don't want to, but I'm going to. Now, as I look down behind the ball, you've got a single line on top, or you've got a horizontal line and a single towards the hole. So you've got lines running every which direction. So you're going to figure out where your eyes connect. Do they go with lines that run left to right or lines that run straight to the hole? That's important. You might have figured out that sort of situation just as you use the tour response stripe. But also, if you look at the golf ball closely, you'll see there's a round part on one end and there's a flat part on the other. Now, to highlight this more, I've actually marked it. So you can see here, the purple point is the rounded point, and then the turquoise is slightly curved and the black is flat. So another thing you'll notice is that the dimple pattern disappears and it's smooth around the edge, giving you an area where the ball will roll end over end. Now feel the weight of that. It's the same weight as a normal golf ball, so it's the same weight as our tour response stripes. There's nothing there, so the feel's going to be good. But it's designed for these short putts. For these 5-foot putts, it's going to be twice as tough, twice as hard to roll it end over end. But if you start off just hitting the purple or the pink part that I've got there, this rounded part, that's your easiest start point. So let's start there. Let's actually put our marker in to ensure that we've got that bang on. If you've not got it lined up perfectly to start, you're going to run into a few issues. Blade goes in. Try to forget about technique. And you'll see that actually curved off a little bit. Now look, there might be a slight curve to the floor, but interesting, right? So let's just bring back in a little closer to us, this short distance. There shouldn't be any curve there. So can I get the devil ball through the gate? Okay, good, like that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip it just for the single line because there's a lot going on. And I do want to make sure I stay somewhat reacting to what I'm trying to see here. Okay, boom. Check that gate's good, which it is now. Putter goes in. Liner up. How's your alignment? Good. So through the gate, but maybe not end over end, right? Bring it back. Do it again. Work the stroke. Work the face angle. How's that one setting up? Use your marker. Bring your mirror in at this point if you want to check that. Set up to it. Boom, boom, hit. Good. Getting better. Through the gate. So then, of course, as you start to get through the gate and get better at this, you can either switch back and go back to tour response stripe, which will give you a visual. It's a standard golf ball though, meaning it's a normal golf ball. It's not a training aid. It is literally there just to help you with. That was bullet through. That was great. Then go back to your devil ball, put your marker in. Look, I'm doing my routine every time. Curved edge still. I'm still working that curved edge. Twice as tough on a 5-foot putt to hit. Oh, there. That's real good. So that tells me, that's feedback instantly on this indoor situation that there I am, look, I'm returning the face square. The face is going to override anything when it comes to any janky stuff I've got going on with the path. But the face is going to help me there. Now the next thing obviously I can do, look, I'm using an arm lock. Let's go GT. You've all seen, those of you who watch closely, I play around with left hand low. I play around with conventional. How's this one go? Straight through the gate. Pretty good, pretty good. And it feels like a golf ball off the blade. It doesn't feel... Now look, yeah, I've tried it on the actual golf course. When you get for longer putts, it doesn't work. But it's not intended for that. It's intended for face angle on these short ones. It's intended for those nights when you don't want to watch the Netflix stuff and you want to work on something. You want to get, this is good. It's drifting off at the end, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with where it's going. Now I've got a routine going on. Don't tell me there's another putter change coming up here, Trotster. Bad stroke went through. You know what I mean? It's feedback, instant feedback on a 4 or 5 foot putt. And it's telling me immediately, yeah, stroke wasn't great, but you managed to get it through. And that's what all these things are. And that's why I like them. So, let's try a conventional one because now you've got me practicing. Yeah, still good. Still good. So if this is something you like, if this is the situation you're going to find yourself in this off season, and you can't get to the golf club because guess what, you've got a real life and you just want to see if you can practice and you just want to see if you can improve, and you've got these gates, you've got whatever mat you want, then this Devil Ball from PuttOUT could be a good way for you to go. Again, I'm using the mat to see everything's good. It is. Boom. Boom. And I've got a rhythm now. And that also reminds me on here a metronome. That boom, boom I was saying. If you set your metronome, 70's good. Rhythm of stroke now. Another good thing. Set up. Boom, 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 boom. And just get that roll, get that feedback. Metronome goes in there, giving you that. Devil Ball, giving you the alignment. Gates, giving you the feedback. All things that are going to help you this off season. If you want to check these out, I have got a link in there for this product. I think you can get it on Amazon as well. I'll stick that link in too. I've also got a link to one of these bad boys. I'm all about it. I'm going to stick with it, although after that performance, I might jiggle around. I'm going to stay here for a little while. Maybe you can too. If not, check out the rest of the videos. There's plenty on there about training, about getting yourself better, about equipment choices. I always base it around that. You know that's my favorite thing to talk about. So until next Tour Truck Tuesday, which I hope we'll get back to the standard Tuesday routine, that's the Devil Ball from PuttOUT. This is an indoor little drill that you should do. Get your mat, get your training gates, get your putt trainer, return thing, whatever they call that, and hit them down to it. Whatever one you fancy, but this thing, well worth a try.